Welcome to Humans of Authenticity. The journey towards expressing ourselves authentically often encounters various obstacles.
Sometimes I gaslight myself when I'm thinking, oh, maybe they actually physically didn't see me. But no, the eye contact was made. I am right there. You can't miss me. But they don't acknowledge me, or they don't talk to me, or they don't realize I'm there.
As a third culture kid, and also as someone with a disability, I've had to learn how to communicate in so many different ways with people. Living in places where maybe someone's English is not their first language, learning how to communicate in a way that both parties feel understood when having a conversation, so there's no misunderstanding. And
I think as women, we're socialized to be like the peacemakers, and there's a very specific role, right? You can't be too assertive because then you're perceived as aggressive. But if you were a man, there aren't any limits. And it's really hard as a woman to navigate your way through that.
Different points of my life where I thought I would have attained or accomplished certain things, and these are all personal goals to me, that didn't happen. But I live in a world, or in my professional setting, and my colleagues, where, you know, why didn't that happen yet? And it sets you apart and looks at you differently.
So what was the trigger, or is there any particular incidents that helped you realize you have to change?
I can absolutely nail down the one catalyst for that. And that was my daughter. I'm like, she is going to grow up to be a young Black woman. And I don't want her to have the hang up. A lot of her cues are going to come from me. So if I'm not okay with me, how can I pass on to her that she should be okay with herself?
There was a period of transition, but I could not honestly answer to myself that I was straightening my hair because I liked it. I couldn't look in the mirror and say that to myself. I was doing my hair straight to fit in. Very simple, but very powerful moment of redefining whom I was trying to please in an effort to, quote unquote, fit in.
Humans of Authenticity will share many heartfelt conversations with my guests on their stories and how they embrace their authenticity in all forms.
I realized how much of a weight it took off of me when I lived authentically. And so I remind myself to live with courage. I think of Whimsical as being playful, and that is absolutely how I live my life. I have fun every day. And I really try to think about having fun every day.
I just took my kids to see Blue Beetle. Is going to go for an interview, and they drop him off right in front of the building. And it's like grandmother is there, parents are there, uncles there, sisters there. They push him out. I was like, hi, mate. And it's just like, it's my family.
To me, it means not holding back. It means dreaming big. And I say, if you're thinking about doing something, think big, but start small. Have no reservations in terms of opportunities. Not every opportunity is the right one, but know yourself, trust yourself, and seize that opportunity. So when I say living life to the fullest, know yourself, trust yourself, go for it.
I learned something that if we just take the time to appreciate the things in our life and recognize that those things can make us happy. There's joy in eating a meal. There's joy in playing outside. There's joy in clapping your hands and playing with your friends or playing with your dolls. I'm so grateful that V invited me to this podcast and that I've got joy in this, that my story can help inspire somebody else. And maybe they can find happiness in what they're doing. You don't have to wait to be happy. You can be happy right now.
Join me in these conversations, and thank you for choosing my podcast.